Aloha, or should I say KoAloha. I'm Papa KoAloha, and the reason for this video is about almost a year. I think next month will be a year that KoAloha has moved to its new location on 1234 Kona Street, and in the process of moving, we discovered a bunch of prototypes that I had done in 2007 or 2006. And so instead of letting these prototypes just sit on the shelf in the boxes, I took a look at it, and then they weren't sprayed, but I fixed it all up. And so for all you ukulele enthusiasts out there who collectors of ukulele and hopefully KoAloha ukuleles, I have here a display of 5 prototypes that I'd like to share with you guys, and these are vintage models, and they sound great. And so let me just start, okay? This uke here is not the first, but it's the second prototype that I fashioned. The first one, somehow someone knocked it off of a top shelf, and without me knowing, one day I came to work and I saw the uke in pieces, and my heart just sank. So immediately after that, I made a second prototype. So this is a second prototype of the scepter, and its design is different from the ongoing models, the prototypes that I made. So this one also has a thicker body than the regular scepter, and this one, the only scepter that has a hump on the back. So this one is a concert model, and I'd like to give you a sound bite, if I may. So as you can see, it plays, sounds, it's easy to play, the sound is booming, and so this one is, I'm sorry to say, is not available for sale. But I just wanted to show how the scepter looked at its very inception, 2007. In fact, this one I marked in the sound hole on the back plate January 23rd, 2007. So this one is like, I guess I'm going to keep this one for my collection. This second scepter, as you can see, if you compare it with the first, already you can see design changes as far as the top fins are concerned. I saw that on the first prototype, the second prototype, the fins were a bit exaggerated, and so going back to the drawing board, I went ahead and then I edited the expanded fins sticking out. So as you can see, the second one, from this prototype on, this third prototype on, the fins will look like this third prototype. So I've also narrowed the body, where if you can see the thickness of the body, and I like the, although I like the booming sound of this, it contained a little bit more bassy bottom, so I wanted more of a treble oriented sound, like just a solid sound. So this one, let me try this one here. So this one is up for grabs, up for sale. It's available. So let me move on here to the fourth prototype. And although you can't see it, the second and the third prototype, internally on the back plate, the reinforcing bar, it echoes the sound bar on the faceplate, and I changed it with the fourth prototype to a triangular strut that's on the back plate. So from here on, the scepters are with that triangular back plate. So again, the thickness is like the third prototype, and pretty much the scepters will look like this all the way. Yeah, so this fourth prototype and the fifth prototype are basically the same. The reason being, because I like what I came up with in terms of design, sound, and everything, I wanted confirmation. And so the only way to get confirmation is to make another one. So I made this fifth prototype. Excuse me. So I was happy with the result. And so the next thing, as I examined the uke, I looked at it, and I was in search for an original looking bridge. So the sixth prototype I came up with, this is a gem. In fact, people who have bought the scepters or inquired about the scepters, they saw this bridge. And unfortunately, those who bought the scepters with this bridge are unaware, or they're aware now, that these bridges are collector's items, like this particular scepter, because I had to abandon this ultra fancy. It's basically, design-wise, this shape echoes the bottom, which echoes the end of the fretboard, and also the top of the crown of the head. So there is a unifying motive of the crown here, the crown here, the crown here, and the crown on the bridge. So this is like a very much requested bridge. So this one is, when I came up with this, I was extremely happy, but in the production process, what happened was, the workers, in order to sand it, spray it, they would have a very difficult time negotiating all of these round little half circles. And it was basically a pain in the neck to do. And so I heard their complaints, and then just for production expediency, I told them, okay, you know what, I'm going to disband the making of this. So this one also plays extremely well. it's a dream. So this one is also up for grabs, up for sale to anyone who might be interested in getting a truly collector's scepter with this fancy, beautiful bridge. So, so I believe these are all the scepters that were discovered, and like I mentioned, this one is the second prototype, and it's a keeper for yours truly. But the third, fourth, fifth, and sixth are available, and you can get a hold of KoAloha and ask about pricing, and we'd be happy to see what we can do to strike up a deal. So I hope this was informative, and I hope there are collectors out there that would be interested in inquiring at least, So this is Pops KoAloha saying thank you for watching this video, and hope to hear from some of you or all of you soon. KoAloha! Thank you.